man, y'all need to hit the follow button, man. We are live right now as we speak, man.
Hey, what we doing, the Super Bowl today?
Yeah, we doing the Super Bowl. We did too much this week. And I think they came to a halt. They got to a point. Big numbers. Shout out to who? Why he saying shout out to who? Why he saying shout out? Hold on, Jackson, on your mic low.
Check.
Shit finna go down. Usually, man, gang here, we've been doing numbers, man. We've been seeing at least 400-500 some people coming in and shit. Yeah, you know, gotta plug in the back of the computer right now, bro. Hey man, y'all don't know, man, what time it is, man, but I'm finna beat this man ass.
Are you ready for some football?
Y'all see your phone burning?
Down in Mississippi,
Don't bother with it. You hear that sound?
This team is off the hook and you don't really want nothing.
He said burnt the mic.
Yeah, burnt that shit for real, bro. Yeah, I did it like this, bro.
Hey man,
That
stop
shit
doing that, bro. You don't need no wind protection for that, bro. That right there, that's not going out in the wind, bro.
It's my pine straw like the blood.
Oh man, look.
That's the way I'm used to roll it. Like,
Hey, I feel you got that super torch in your hand right now.
yeah. But see, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on when I do that.
Man, you got super torch.
Shout out to everybody, man. Let's see who's watching us on my boy, do be fucking with it. FA. That's it. What's that, FA? My boy, FA played with us for the first time yesterday. We had a person watching from the screen. He was watching the screen. He joined. That was a moment right there. We live on Twitch. Alright, we got one person tuned in with us, bro. Let's see what they gonna show the love at, man. They been playing with us. Hit me then. That one chill. I know exactly what he about to do. You know what I'm talking about? But that nigga want to You know about that shit, bro. You ain't one. But don't do that shit, bro. It's a setup. That shit ain't edible, bro. I'm talking about the hot chip challenge, man. If anybody know what the fuck I'm talking
I
about.
don't see what it is. They don't know how to prepare for that. You know what I'm saying? I know some people get caught off guard, but like if you know you about to eat something hot, you just gotta eat something like some bread or some rice before you do it. You know what I'm saying? Do that and it'll help you absorb the hot.
I'm gonna slide over this time.
Oh yeah, you over there. One time for the home team.
Get used to this shit, though, bro. Game heads checking in, bro. Where them game heads at, man? Some real game heads, man.
Walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. And on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Water walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Club D. Yeah. Determination, laser.
I'm about to beat his ass, y'all. I want y'all to understand that. Look, he getting nervous now. He getting nervous already. Y'all heard him. You getting the Seahawks. See, that's what the beautiful part about when you get this shit live, then y'all can see and hear every motherfucking thing, man. Y'all can see and hear every motherfucking thing. When motherfucker get nervous and when motherfucker get happy, all that shit. You can hear and see all that shit.
Yo, see, that's what he want to call that. He want to call that nerves.
I can't even move down. What you just, it's you? Oh.
You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar.
Hey man, I know y'all might gonna root. Y'all probably gonna root for Kansas. But if you fucking with Team Seattle, let me get a follow in the chat right quick, man. Y'all fucking with Team Seattle, man. Just the team. I ain't saying you gotta fuck with me. Let me get a follow button, man. Let me get a like on or something. Let me know you watching this shit. Tap the like button. Right.
Oh shit. Bro, that weed got me sneezing, what?
That right. Don't let that be the reason you lost, man. You know how they do, bro. At the end, they got, man, I was sneezing, bro. That's why I lost, bro. I had to sniffle. Beat the sniffles out of.
Damn. They got my dad.
That weather changer, too. You see your torch or the thumb burner? The thumb. Light at your own wrist.
Man, like we outside.
Bro, I just burnt the yard of my thumb, too. Like, yeah.
Smoke still coming.
I heard of the green thumb, but not the burnt one.
With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't?
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Kansas City Chiefs. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you down to Miami.
Watching right now, man. I'm about to
call
beat
their
his
fourth
ass.
Super Bowl together.
We got
Here
the
are Brandon
motherfucking
Gaudin
Seahawks.
and
Y'all
Charles
know what
Davis.
the fuck going on.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season. And now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past. And tonight,
make sure you hit that follow button right now.
And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking
Chiefs.
on the NFC champions. Brandon Gott and Charles Davis, happy to be with you. And Charles, many had ordained the Kansas City Chiefs to be the best team in the NFL coming into the season, and now here they are, one game away from their first Super Bowl title since Super Bowl IV, 50
I know I'm
years
finna point
ago.
at the goddamn ceiling, man.
But how about this? This is their 5th straight playoff
No one
appearance.
finna point at the
They went
ceiling.
to overtime with New England in the AFC title game last year. Remember, they were down big at the half, came all the way back and had a chance to win, lost in overtime. Finally climbed that mountain and got back. And do you remember Super Bowl IV against Minnesota?
Beat the
Remember Hank
sniffles
Stratton
out
as their
of
coach? On the sidelines,
That's what you
mic'd up
gotta
for the
do.
first time. That really gave us a lot of what we have now with NFL films. What a terrific performance by that Kansas City team, and they blew away the Vikings in that game.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are back again in the big game. It's their 4th appearance, but all coming since the year 2000, Charles.
They've been in it 3 times total, right? Lost 2 prior, right? Lost once in Detroit to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Remember, Mike Holmgren was the head coach of that team. And then they lost that heartbreaker to the New England Patriots when Russell Wilson was picked off. But the win, oh, it was magnificent. That was back in the New York, New Jersey metropolitan area, Super Bowl 48. And remember, they just rolled over the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning.
Shout out to Stream, shout out to Game Head, shout out. We're live on Twitch, we're live on YouTube. Shout out to people on YouTube right now. Shit getting serious, Ralph.
So
your ass whooping is getting televised as we motherfucking speak.
On 2nd and 12.
And
from the gun, it's Mahomes. And that
no,
is
you ain't catching none of
incomplete.
that.
A lot of force bearing down on him there.
Everybody waiting on me to get the goddamn ball like I'm waiting, y'all.
This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Mahomes steps away to his
that's your ass!
Find a receiver, and he's brought down.
First time pointing at the ceiling for the night. I want y'all to count. I need y'all to tell me to count.
For a visiting team to come in and set the tone
Tell
on
me to
defense.
count at the end of the game how many times pointing at the ceiling.
They said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Between the 1.5 got there. I hit him in the 1.5 right there. Yeah, that shit was like a goddamn. Oh.
That's what killed Ryan.
Hey, y'all. If y'all watching this shit, that shit like a
on
replay
4th down
on 2K.
on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
I done talked enough shit. I got to go ham.
Now it's Lockett.
I try to cut back.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11 quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
He's always been an incredible decision maker on the field. Takes care of the ball really well, puts his team in the right positions, makes sure the play calls are accurate. Also was a minor league baseball player. Didn't hit very well there. I think he made a great career.
Let's go! Fuck you, mean! Fuck you, mean!
Hell no!
Yeah! Yeah!
Some bullshit!
Count these motherfuckers, man! How many times I'm pointing at these motherfuckers?
That was some bullshit, bro.
Live! We live with this shit!
So a play for our first place in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw
live
all
with this
year
shit,
long
bro.
from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they
Enjoy
executed this one?
that.
Yeah, nigga. Hey. See what the fuck going
Jason
on.
Myers now for the extra point.
Been telling these four ain't no joke on
And
this
this will
shit,
give the
bro.
Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play
I've been trying to tell these
into
four
the end
ain't no
zone
joke
for
on
6.
this goddamn. Hey. Shout out to Charles Green. Shout out to Paper Chase. Sharon. What up, Troy?
Let's get it.
I've been trying to tell these four ain't no joke on it, man.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And now back out comes the offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up.
Oh, hell no.
Open things up. Let's see what the defense
I missed the
does
tackle
here,
the
too,
first
after a good
time,
start.
man.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a look at Seattle's defense.
Bobby Wagner's one of the more fluid middle linebackers in the NFL, able to range deep in coverage, also able to rush the quarterback both inside and off the edge, and is an absolute tackling machine in the running game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the toss, here Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken
Y'all
down.
just let me know at the end of the
Jadavian
game how many
Clowney
times I
showing
point
the
at the ceiling,
explosiveness
man.
on
I'm
the
telling
sack.
y'all,
We've watched
I'm
this
the
a
ceiling
long time, and I
pointer, man.
still don't believe we get it.
That's the
3rd and
point I'm
1.
trying
Why
to
you call
prove
play
right
action?
now.
Yeah, because they're not going to butt defensively.
Somebody got
No,
a
not
point.
at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to do
Somebody
it.
got a
Protection
point
and
at
their
the
line
center.
blocking, but to me it seems silly.
If you don't, the
silly,
roof
and it
gonna
leads to a
fall on your
play-action
head when you
sack.
play the game, man. Somebody
Here's
got to be
Dustin
in the point at
Colquitt
the center.
now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I'm talking cash, EBT card shit. Fuck you, man.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
I don't want none of that, man.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and 1 coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
If y'all saw that
bullshit,
3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Hell no, man.
Fuck you. Let's go.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On first down, Wilson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wilson turns and gets to Procise. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson is complete to Lockett. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And he's got Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a 4th down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Now Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I know that
23 yards to pick up there.
I did that.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. They stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Shout out to our people on Twitch.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54.
So I take the 3. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying?
A reminder, coming up in intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman of the crew at Orlando. EA Sports halftime report. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good.
Oh, man. Hell no.
Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. He's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as this Super Bowl progresses?
And now here comes Kansas City. They've had it twice. They punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice. So they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
No worries. We got this, fam. Team Seattle, what's up, y'all? We winning.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All that. He got to do all that, bro. He making up for all that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes rolling to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Y'all see this shit, bro. I'm not finna go out.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And it'll be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's good to know.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
He had to go for it, too.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Buying time to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. Didn't pay off in that situation.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Give it up, y'all.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Flush to his right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Let's go.
And a big turnover
We
there
ain't
as
giving
his
up either.
guys will get the
That's
football
one
back.
thing, man. I need y'all to know. Keep up with the count. How many times we gonna point at the ceiling? The ceiling pointer, man. I'm back on my point.
That is bullshit, man.
Yeah. I'm back on my bullshit, man. Sorry, y'all. We fell off for a little minute. Now we back. We back.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive,
Shout
the
out to the
Seahawks
homie, man.
offense.
They
And the
roll
ball
up,
backed
they
way
roll
up.
up.
So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Cope. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half.
Right back. Them green guys on the field, y'all. Looking like fraud men.
The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Wilson throwing again. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Now Wilson on first down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they...
Sammy Watkins, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins 76 yards as they're an extra point away now from tying this football game. Great corner route there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
This shit ain't working right.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
One thing ain't working, the other start working. You know what I mean?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Bro, that shit right there, man.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
You be like, God damn, bro. That's that fuck.
They'll try to get this running game going.
Why the fuck he just standing there, bro?
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. He'll have a 1st. And now look at this. Big game and a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
They want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
You ain't getting no pump for that guy. I took nobody.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield.
Going at this fucking field, man.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Carson. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
I'll take 5 yards any day. Shout out to 20 people watching on Game Heads right now, man. This shit done got serious.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Y'all saw what I saw. Y'all seen what I seen, JD. Should I do it, y'all? Should I go for it? I'm going for it, y'all. I'm going for it. Fuck it. I'm going for it. Shit just got crazy on Game
This
Head.
offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson.
Yeah, no, it don't matter.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Fuck, bro. I got one fucking touchdown, bro. I got to do better, bro, because I know better, man. The man been trying to goddamn flim-flam me, man, since he shot out.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes being chased out left.
There we go.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And these guys are going to have the football back as the third quarter comes to an end. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it inside.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Carson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Short throw to Disley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To try again after the sack. Wilson, this one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 38-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 38. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Do that shit right there.
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54.
That's what we trying to do, bro. Don't count Pine out, man. I'm gonna do something, bro.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run it with Carson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. If they've stopped them 2 out of 3 times, usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Mahomes to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy. You know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on. That's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. The accomplishment, forever.
What's up, Gabby?
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my podcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.
Yeah, you beat me. Not everybody can goddamn do shit. Shit just went up, man.
Rick Rock. Tick-tock. West hip-hop. Are you ready for some football? Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
Rematch, dog.
Put 2K in.
We still live out there? Y'all still awake?
Yeah, we still alive, but
We put 2K on?
yeah.
We 2K. Pro phone.
I'll let you get that, man.
This right here, man, you know, we call this a victory blunt. You know what I'm saying?
What media player update? What?
Victory blunt. Scratch that goddamn ass. Oh.
Hey, y'all don't listen to that gibberish, man. I'm telling y'all what really going on here.
Chinks, where you at, Chink?
Don't make me tag him in. Man.
Chinks, where you at, bro? I'm sick of you.
Chink, you hear this shit? Chink. I'm gonna tag that man. He need to hear this shit you talk.
Yo, B.
Oh, playlist is empty. Okay. It was just an update on that. That file right there. Windows 10. Yeah, I'm gonna go check that out. Playlist is like an ad shit, and then I can just play the game, and the shit'll just play.
I didn't know some money made it bad.
Everybody get away right now.
Where they at? Called doing donut to the flash.
Straight like this, I need my money in a bag. Oh yeah, I've been counting in a save. 5,200, one swipe, throw it away. Ay, ay. I've been counting in a save. 5,200, one swipe, throw it away. Ay. Hey. Hey, on me. If I ain't got nothing that matter on me. There one try who frontin' on me. Ain't no chatter on me. Money on me, money on me. Both got rocks look better on me. Spaceship park, no landing on me. Wreck my lamb, don't need it on E. 4 words I know, yeah. Ay, I do the most. Ay, put that in quotes. Ay, diamond on me, jumping on me. You little boys can't match Millie on me. 10K fit, put booby on fleek. Fresh in school 03, speed race. Top down on E-way. Throw it back like replay. Most y'all won't be safe. I came from hard knocks. Ice stack bring more knots. Stove tops, act like you know us. Oh yeah, I've been counting. Then a save, 5,200, one swipe, throw it away. Hey,
So artist from on
hey,
That's on game.
yeah.
I've been counting. Then a save, 5,200, one swipe, throw it away. Hey, hey. casinos, ayy. House on East Coast, ayy. Goes emo, ayy. Poor sound depot, ayy. For work, I know, yeah. Ayy, chain whip, dip, splash, ayy, brew fresh pots. This my wrist iceberg. Real life rich get turned.
Young bird.
Fine still broke. My wrist came woke. Big bling wrist got sold. I must live my worth. Chain drip down my shirt. My block been Iraq. 3 mil paid my tax. Yo, pussies all back. Fill my bag all cash. Yeah, I been then to save 5,200. One swipe, throw it away. I've been counting. Then to save 5,200. One swipe, throw it away. Ay. Ay.
Hey. We good, we recording? Manifest song. Manifest song. Hey, hey. I know my energy will never die. I need my inner peace and peace of mind. I'm making history with all the guys. I am not satisfied with getting by. I see that envy, hate up in their eyes. See me win Grammys, do not be surprised. I got the vision and I got the drive. I manifest it so I know it's mine. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it. Are we back? Oh, that's fact. Quantrell play, Kodak Black, oh, that's snap. What a feeling, 100 million, now I'm jigging. Y'all be chillin', non-existent, non-consistent. Everywhere like a politician, politicking. Y'all be slipping and the odds against me, but I'm optimistic like. I know my energy will never die. I need my inner peace and peace of mind. I'm making history with all the guys. I am not satisfied with getting by. I see that envy, hate up in their eyes. See me win Grammys, do not be surprised. I got the vision and I got the drive. I manifest it so I know it's mine. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it. NFL, now we making beats. NFL, you can look at T. The concept, Quantrell, contrary to your belief. Gather round and come and see. I'm undefeated, flow like water, Aquafina. Need a girl named Margina, not a diva. Man, I ain't try to die, Leo. I know I don't do no mediocrity. Gotta be at a certain level if you're gonna be beside of me. I don't this game of psychology. I do this thing so religiously. I need to get my master's in theology. Y'all just rely on technology. I know my grandmama proud of me. All the good things she instilled in me. Hope that she know that it's still in me, still in me. I know my energy will never die. I need my inner peace and peace of mind. I'm making history with all the guys. I am not satisfied with getting by. I see that envy, hate up in their eyes. See me win Grammys, do not be surprised. I got the vision and I got the drive. I manifest it so I know it's mine. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel the momentum. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it. For the momentum, I know they feel it, they feel it.
I know my energy and never. I know my energy and never. I know my energy. I know my energy and never die. I know my energy and never die. I know my energy and never die.
All I ever wanna do is get my loot up and campaign. 28 and I'm still breathing. Where I come from, can't complain. I've been it's gonna take away the pain. Then hit my partner like what's happening in Maine. Trying to stay away from niggas who ain't got nothing to gain. The loose, cause yeah, you know it's all the same. On my shoulder, on me say I'm never finna change. So addicted to the life, but it ain't never been the same. Money talk to me. Can't sleep the president, yeah, they be stalking me. Took on my way up in the crib all neat. Stack it, flip it, stack again, let's meet. Way overseas and talk some cheese and charcuterie, espressos over lunch. These had no, but that's what I want. Sliding through your section, I ain't flexing, but I stunt. Heading to the studio, need Peruvian.
Yo, back from to Maui, then back into the lab. When I pray to God, he ain't even hit me back. Then I prayed again, he told me, let's go get a bag. I'm trying, Jennifer, you know I blew a couple racks. We working, Jennifer, return a guest to a fact. Yo, I'm Jennifer, the had me in his glass. I'm flying, Jennifer, I'm finally feeling like I'm back. Now let's get money. The voice in my head sound like...
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV. Check it out.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and
You play 2K.
And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down the tunnel? A team looking for a big night on its home court. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Lopez.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, for the Milwaukee Bucks, it had been an 18-year dry spell. They hadn't won a playoff series since 2001, the longest such drought in the league. But with superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the way, the times are indeed changing in Brew City. Kevin?
They are fun to watch. Thank you, David. Great rebounding teams tonight here, Chris. You averaged 13 rebounds a game one season. You had a lot of seasons like that, actually. What's the key to controlling the glass the right way?
You know what? It's just two things: desire and effort. You can go with the techniques of boxing out. You can go with the techniques of face guarding. You can communicate. You can do a lot of things. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times it's who just wants that ball more.
I love that. Desire and effort. That's a good answer. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the three. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. And it's Lopez in at the five, down low. And it's Milwaukee's ball. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
He just powered that one down. One of the game's top dunkers. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Goes up, and the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
McGee finds James. Lakers working the ball around now. That shot off the mark. Giannis with some nice D. Over in the corner, Matthews. Pass to Bledsoe. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior. Gotta love it.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Feeds it Davis. Lopez with the block.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooters.
And Giannis throws it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
Here's LeBron following the bucket by the Bucks. Green kicks to LeBron. And again, the Lakers no good.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
And it's Giannis missing.
Their first miss after a perfect 4-for-4 start. Still, I really like the game plan they've come out with.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
It's the joystick for me. It's the joystick for me. It's the joystick.
Here's Milwaukee now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now LeBron after the missed 3 from JaVale McGee.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The Bucks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Giannis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of this game.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And he can't get the first one.
A championship standard in LA with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both look up in the Raptors and seen those 16 championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
Matthews goes in, good on the shot.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played. Let's take a quick look at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. Creating points off turnovers have been the calling card for these teams. In third, the Lakers.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
Now, here's Green. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Middleton drives in. Tries again. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. And the dunk by Giannis.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer to stop the run. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
You got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing.
You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put in enough practice time. You know what we should do. Now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you got to love.
Right. Picked his pocket. Here's DiVincenzo. And the shot goes in.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And the Lakers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection,
we live.
top of the list.
Out question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they like to reverse.
You might have to play, I might be saying more to come that after this. If your head up, you turned up. I ain't finna ride out be like this. Not lying, I didn't see you on the store.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo.
And here's a look at the stats for Hill. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 8 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Ilyasova passes to Hill. And it's sent back by Howard.
You got to be aware of Howard at all times, especially on defense where he makes his living blocking shots.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Now here's Howard. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Connaughton, and he dunks it down.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Pass to Howard. Smith wide open. He fires. That's good. And so Howard with the assist.
Now look at this. This is one of Smith's specialties. He has a quick release fire off the pass.
Hill passes to DiVincenzo. There's a minute left in the first quarter. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Waiters.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
.44 seconds left to play in the first. Howard kicks to Caruso. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Kuzma left side. Shot clock at 5. Over Ilyasova.
And the defense not making things easy for them.
Kuzma can't get it to go. Here's DiVincenzo.
Clearly a foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Shooting for Milwaukee.
That free throw, no good. A different look for Milwaukee. Marvin Williams is checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Corver in for Pat Connaughton. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Morris is checked in. He hits the second from the line. .23 seconds left to play here in the first. Waiters gets a wide open look. Milwaukee with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston. The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Shooting for Milwaukee. DiVincenzo. Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And he ends up missing both free throws. Here's Caruso. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's DiVincenzo. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. Scoring, rebounding, he was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
This DJ.
And pronouncing Giannis Antetokounmpo's name correctly has been a challenge for many, something he discussed before today's game.
The worst I've ever heard was my rookie year. A guy called me Antetokounmpo, and Kunupi in Greek means mosquitoes. So he basically said anti-mosquito.
And the mosquito, definitely not a good comparison for Giannis.
Yeah, more like a condor. But that last name certainly has a lot of people looking for nicknames.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Bucks here, they've been putting a show on, guys.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
You're exactly right, GA. I mean, they've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
Here's Hill. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Williams is out there with Robin Lopez. Then there's Hill. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Waiters outside. No good with the triple. Bucks leading by 17. And stolen by Howard. Morris against Korver. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And some of these distributors have been very hot from beyond the arc this season. The best three-point shooting point guards in the league. Number 1, George Hill.
I mean, his first job is to orchestrate for his teammates. But being as fantastic as he is at shooting the 3, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available.
And that's what makes him such a tough matchup. You can't leave him alone on the perimeter for a second.
Second free throw, no good.
How much
It's end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
It meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team, it's something that's more special to me than being an All-Star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team NBA.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And then for Los Angeles, Davis is checked in for Howard. And James subbed in for Alex Caruso.
I like the fit of George Hill on this team. He can play either guard spot. Great versatility.
Now here's LeBron. No points in the game yet for him. Kuzma finds James. Over Hill. Nice shot by James.
Now, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They led the game at 1 point by 20. From the top of the key, they get it again. Here's Lopez. No good on that one. Lakers trail by 16. Over Hill. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
And Hill, the bucket on the assist by Korver. Hill's got 4 points this quarter.
And Korver, a team-first guy. When one of the guys is open, he wastes no time in delivering the pass.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the court. You know, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
And he sinks the second. And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early, take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, and that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. And ever since he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way. He's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Bucks leading by 17. Bledsoe dishes to Giannis. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. For three, Middleton, good on the triple. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Green, the pass to Caldwell Pope. And there's the feed to Davis. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Davis. Inside. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. To the inside. And Giannis throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And the Lakers with possession here. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Here's Morris. Another shot. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Just 5 on the clock. Bledsoe against James. And that one goes long.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And the Lakers with another turnover here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Saturday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they'll host the Miami Heat.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment. Yeah, the defender all over him.
For Milwaukee, they have had an off night from the stripe tonight. That free throw missing. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game.
I'll tell you that bad one. He need to be better. Yeah.
So great is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of a rule. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
And the Bucks making a change here. Ilyasova is checked in, and he's good on the 3-ball.
An elite passer at his position. I mean, James always seems to make the right decision.
Here's Bledsoe. Up again. They get it back. Lopez dishes to Ilyasova. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. LeBron is running.
James is unreal in fast break situations. Impossible to contain when he's off and running.
Here's Bledsoe. McGee with the block. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his third foul of the game.
He was hoping to avoid a third foul before the break. Now, he might have to sit out until halftime.
And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for James. Here's Davis. He gets it in there.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so Green will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 16-point game. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
LA's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And stolen by Ilyasova. Here's Matthews. Rebound by Smith.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
There's the pass to Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Howard over Lopez. And it's sent back by Lopez. 3-on-3. Unloads from 9. And no good that time. And the Lakers going the other way now. Right side, Green. For 3, Smith. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Smith's got his second bucket of the night.
And the 3 ball is Smith's go-to. We all know that. He's excellent at measuring up any shot beyond that arc.
And here is Green. Here's Davis. Lays it up off the glass. Davis has got 6 points.
Down, man. We
And
gonna say
those are
that
the
about
kind
this
of
shit.
nice inside looks
Since that
they've
joystick
gotten
did
here
that, bro,
in the
I
first
told
half.
Here's DiVincenzo. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Chris Middleton. Chris, it seemed like you all were dictating tempo in the first half. How did you do that?
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He had a very shaky performance in their last game, but it has not affected him at all tonight. What a tremendous first half. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half, and he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Well, they haven't found a way to keep him quiet inside. I mean, their best bet probably would be to deny him the ball altogether, because when he gets it, they can't stop him.
Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Anthony Davis is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's McGee in at the pivot spot manning the middle. McGee with the block.
And when we mentioned McGee's outstanding length, well, there, you saw what he did. He used that to swat the shot.
Kicks it to James. Lets it go. And the Lakers get it back. Green passes to Caldwell Pope. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. A 3 ball. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from James.
Love the confidence from James. He has the mindset that he can let it fly from anywhere.
Here's Antetokounmpo. A shot missing. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Green kicks to McGee. Green dishes to James. Again, James missing.
But they continue to control the glass.
And to Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Lakers trail by 8. The drive by Green. And the rejection by Giannis. And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. Pass to McGee. Jumps up. And it's McGee with the jam.
No, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender,
Outta here,
who
man.
has no hesitation
Can't
in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Williams comes in for Brook Lopez. And it's Korver in for Wesley Matthews. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Waiters is checked in. Davis kicks to Caldwell Pope. The 3. Rebounded by the Bucks.
I'm proud of him.
Giannis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. From
Give me
11
that
feet
shit.
away. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on LeBron James.
Yeah, easy call.
The Bucks have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far. That one is off. Chris, you were a tremendous passer. One of my favorites. Are there more playmaking bigs in the NBA now than back in the day?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are more, but I tell you what, there are some exciting ones. And if you guys don't believe me, just turn on the TV and go watch the Nuggets play. There's a man called the Joker, Jokic. Oh, my goodness, can he pass that ball? He and Horford right now. Oh, man, 2 of my favorite passes in the game.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
There's almost no stopping LeBron if he's allowed to get inside. Too strong, too skilled.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Taken away by Williams. Middleton with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1. The Bucks have really been struggling with their free throws, only made 5. More misses than makes so far. Robin Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee. And then for the Lakers, Howard comes in for Caldwell Pope, and J.R. Smith's subbed in for James. And that one falls for Middleton.
Well, the former Tar Heel Marvin Williams isn't a primary offensive weapon on this team, but he could chip in with some solid shooting when other options are taken away.
Here's Kuzma. No good on the triple.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Chris Middleton. MC Webb, as you mentioned, for Williams, he can shine if teams don't focus on him.
Yeah, Kevin, and he's always had a smooth skill set near the basket. Solid enough shooter from range to make you pay if you leave him alone.
Bucks leading by 9. Hill passes to Williams over Morris. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Markieff Morris. With the G League growing by leaps and bounds, one is now being brought to Mexico City, Chris.
I mean, first of all, let's go back to last season. Did you see how crazy those fans were in Jurassic Park in Toronto?
They love it.
Can you imagine Mexico? Oh, my
They'll love
God.
it.
This
You
would
better
be
believe
great.
it.
Mexico City, yeah. Let's bring everyone in, all the fans. And what I really love is that it's for the home fan base. So when I think of the Toronto Raptors, I think about the city of Toronto. I think about Canada and how it's theirs. And even though we're one league, that team is theirs, and they take that pride on, and it just brings so much more excitement. Can you imagine all the people in Mexico City being excited for their team? Oh, I want to be at one of the first games when that happens because I know the crowd is going to be sick. It's going to be crazy. I want to be there.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Milwaukee. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
But they recover it. Here's Caruso. And the shot falls short this time. And the Bucks with possession. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. And the Lakers call time here.
And he's been trying to do it all himself, and it's not working. Instead of forcing shots, you got to focus on moving the ball and keeping everybody involved.
It's over with, y'all. That's this over with. He over with.
I'm gonna pause it, man. Cause you just bragging. You see this shit happening in front of you, man.
I see that what you blaming it on.
That's the real though, right? You really winning by a technicality. That little button right here ain't doing what it's supposed to do. A tick and a catalyst, it said. Oh yeah, y'all. Can go design. Sign out. Controller. Somehow you hear that chord or whatever down there. You got. Oh yeah, we're back, y'all. I can't hear nothing, but it's all good on it. Here, shit.
Let me see the ad.
Okay.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Kyle Korver. 1:32 left to play in the third. Pass to Howard. In the corner, Smith with it. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
And Smith gets double teamed. He kicks it to Howard. And it goes on a bounce. That one is off Smith. Let's now go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The Lakers #1. In the third spot, the Bucks.
And these teams have both hung their hat on their defense, especially in the paint. We're looking at two of the premier shot blocking teams in our league.
Kuzma outside. Here's Caruso. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Here's Hill. He has 6. Stolen. Caruso kicks to Smith. Smith throwing the double team, and Waiters has it in the corner. They need this one. Smith finds Howard. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. 6 to shoot. Kuzma, right side. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Now, here is Hill. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Williams dishes to Hill. Jacks up a 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks out in front by 17 points at the... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Ilyasova at the 4, with Lopez at the 5. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward.
Look, he's solid passer for a center. Lopez has a great understanding for when to dish it.
Lakers trail by 19. Caruso, the pass to Green. That 3 off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And that one's good from Connaughton.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Timeout called the Lakers. And the NBA 2K League, C-Web, the first e-sport operated by a U.S. pro sport. And it's quickly growing. You throw down on the sticks?
Yeah, just a little announcement to all the GMs in the 2K League. I am available. I'm a free agent. I'm ready to go. I'm nice on the sticks. I can play career mode, team mode, one-on-one mode. Whatever you need from me, I am ready to go. But I love it, man. It's great to see people who love this game, whether it's virtual or real life. It's hoops, baby.
So much fun. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. And the Lakers with another miss. Bucks leading by 22. Here's Giannis. Plays it up and banks it in. Giannis has got 20.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Back to LeBron. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got his 6th assist on the night.
And now he's starting to do good work beyond the arc. I mean, he had a dry first half, but now they're falling.
Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earning these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Just regarding the overstated pre-draft concerns about Luka Doncic. Even as the game goes international, it seemed like many GMs are scared to go all in on European players.
And rightfully so. It's a new area, and if they're not immersed into the culture, it may be a little more trepidation on that end. But I would just say, just look at the really the great stories, whether you're talking about the Vlade Divas or the Sabos that came into the game, and even you can go to Marshall Lonis, Dirk Nowitzki. Yeah, come on, Porzingis. We got a lot of great players from overseas that have shown us that they can make the way. But the mistake would be is thinking just because someone lives close to them, they would have the game of a Dirk Nowitzki, and that's not true. So you need to do your due diligence, but I think European players have already proved the type of heart, skill set, and mindset that they come to this game with, which is at the top.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Basket counts.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to McGee. James outside. And again, no good by the Lakers.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Giannis passes to Middleton from 11 feet away. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got 14 points now in the second half. Caldwell Pope kicks to Davis. Shot to stop the run. And the layup is good.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Lopez. Brown comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Corver in for Matthews. And then for the Lakers, Markieff Morris is checked in for Davis. Dudley comes in for Green. And Quinn Cook subbed in for LeBron. Antetokounmpo uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 32 points in the game. The pass to Dudley. Fires from deep. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis drives in. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
He always wants to give him some numbers, and tonight he's giving them plenty.
There's the triple. And it's Cook missing.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Passes to Morris. Here's the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Bucks.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And in the win-loss column, tonight's game will push their record up to 54 wins on the year.
And you can tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
And the way he rebounded, he surely was a spark for the team as he was securing everything that came off the iron.
There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And he banks in the layup.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And this is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Here's Morris. Kicks it to McGee. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And the Lakers with another miss. Offensive rebound. He shoots again, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 46 points.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being
y'all
at
it,
home,
man.
no doubt helps.
Y'all please subscribe and like this man
flawless.
video right now.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge,
Thanks,
who's standing
Kevin.
by
Congrats
from
on
the
the win.
sideline.
What are
All
your
right, Dave.
expectations for the team right now?
Very high. You know, everyone's been coming together. You know, we've been excited to close the season out the right way, and now you know we're gearing up for a great run in the playoffs.
Looks like you're rounding into form. Thanks again, Brooke. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
What a hell of a night. No, you got a blunt in him, man. Litney Houston. Hey man, drop a verse on all the basketball. Trying to figure out how to watch so many. Got no rolling papers in there. Going back to the other side of the track, Jack.
Bro, it was a vibe, bro. You like, yo, mic check 1 2 1 2. That man in here talking plenty shit. You hear him, man? He in here talking plenty shit.
You finna get 12 skips tonight, B.
Talking about skips and shit. Hey, man.
All that shit. We need to play the lottery tonight, B. Is it over?
Nah, it's over. You won. That's over. Glad that's over with, man. Man, them beat on me long enough.
You know that, man. I beat that boy. You know I beat that boy. I beat that boy.
I'm trying to crank.